everybody, I'm Nikita, the founder of I Am Resilient, and I'm here to teach a yoga class. I would like to bring in the theme of the eagle or Garuda. This is a deity known in different traditions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and the eagle is also symbolically represented in different cultures, including indigenous cultures here. The eagle is known as the messenger to creator. So as I was on a walk yesterday, I saw this huge eagle. It was flying and circling this tree. And as it circled this tree, it looked like it was just having fun in the wind. And it spread its wings, and its wings were huge. And it just portrayed so much power. So, in Hinduism and Buddhism, there are many stories around Garuda, and Garuda is an eagle man with snakes and serpents all around him, adorning him, wrapped around him like with, jewelry, almost as jewelry. And so he has these enemies of serpents. And Garuda is ruthless. He is powerful. He is merciless. Basically, he fights until he gets exactly what he needs to get. Luckily, he's mostly always on the good side. And Garuda is also known to bring a medicine, a murtha or soma, to the earth to induce immortality. It is said that if people say the name Garuda, they will be free from all toxins. Garuda is so powerful and brave and courageous and fierce. So I'm hoping that we can bring some of this fierceness and courage and this ruthless desire to heal, to bring this medicine to the people during this time. I think if we can bring this ruthlessness, this fight for good, then maybe we can make some change in this world, disrupt the systems. So come to your mat, and we will just start with some grounding. So come to a comfortable seated position. You may be cross-legged or in lotus posture. And I'm just going to tie my hair back here and begin to close your eyes. Notice how you're feeling. And notice how you're breathing. And begin to breathe more deeply and more slowly. And see if on the exhale you can cause a subtle constriction of your throat, creating what we call ujjayi breath. So it creates some heat in the body. It's almost like fogging up a mirror, but with your mouth closed. So it is audible to you. And root down through your sit bones. Allow them to be heavy on the earth and rise tall in your spine. And see if you can recall a time in your life you felt courageous, powerful, and with that feeling, you can begin to open your eyes and we will move into our practice. So come to the top of your mat and we are going to begin with some sun salutations. Inhale, arms overhead, bring your palms together. Exhale, fold all the way forward, release the spine. Inhale, rise, make your back flat. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back. Plant the palms lower to knees, chest, and chin. Untuck your toes. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, come through a four-legged pose or tabletop. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. You can bend one knee and straighten the other, and then switch, kind of pedaling out your legs, bringing some movement if your hamstrings are tight. Be gentle. Press through the palms, press through the heels, and allow the rotation of your legs, your inner thighs, to come up and back. Tilt your tailbone toward the sky. Lengthen through the armpits, release your head. Inhale, gaze forward, step between the palms. Inhale, rise to a flat back and exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing, bring your palms overhead. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Take a moment, take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, release them back. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, release them back. We'll do another sun salutation. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back. Lower either the knees, chest, and chin, or through chaturanga. Again, inhale, forward cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. You can always come through tabletop. I learned that transition in India and it's very challenging if you don't practice regularly. So option always to come to hands and knees and come back into downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step between your palms. Rise to a flat back, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, release them by your side. Beautiful, nice work. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower the knee, untuck the toe. Either bring your hand to your front thigh or sweep the arms all the way overhead. Nice. I'm saying nice. You could be just cooking dinner, I have no idea. Really lengthen through those palms, release the shoulders away from your ears. And really ground through all corners of the front foot. If you're rolling to one side, notice. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back to meet the right in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, come forward to plank. Release to knees, chest, and chin, or all the way through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'll do a different transition this time. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, release it between the palms. Lower the back knee, bring the hands to the front thigh. Option to sweep the arms all the way overhead. Good. If this is still not enough for you, you can take a back bend. Wherever you are, find full, slow, deep breaths. Excellent. Good. Lower the hands to the floor, and we'll tuck the back toe and step the back foot forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, and bring your palms down by your side. Beautiful. We'll do one more just like that. Inhale, arms all the way overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back this time. Lower the back knee, untuck the back toe. Bring the hands to the front thigh, or sweep the arms all the way overhead. Lengthen through the arms, through the hands. Draw the shoulder blades towards your spine. Good. If you can, gaze slightly up, or if you'd like to take more of a back bend, feel free. Find again those slow, deep breaths. See if you can bring that ujjayi breath. Good. Plant the hands, tuck the back toe, step the right foot back all the way to downward dog. Good. We'll come forward to plank. Lower knees, chest and chin, or through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg towards the sky on the inhale. Exhale, place the foot between the hands, lower the back knee, untuck the back toe, and sweep the arms overhead or bring them to the front thigh. Good. Breathe in deeply. And exhale completely. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We'll bring our hands to the ground. We'll tuck the back toes, step the right foot up to meet the left. Fold over the legs. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Bring your palms overhead. Exhale, release them by your side. Beautiful. Excellent. So again, we'll just roll our shoulders back a few times. And then we'll stand here in Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back. Allow them to drop towards your spine. Allow your palms to fall open in front of you. And you may want to bring your feet about hip width distance apart. And then see if you can find a neutral pelvis. Bend your knees and feel rooted into the earth. Good. Close your eyes. See if you can allow all the edges of your feet to be planted firmly on the ground. Feeling very steady and stable in this pose. This is your mountain, your foundation, Tadasana, Samastitihi. It is said that Garuda can spread his wings and tear up out of the ground even the strongest, biggest, oldest banyan trees. He can swallow entire oceans. So allow yourself to be very rooted with all the chaos that is going on around us, almost that Garuda energy. Allow yourself to find a place where you are stable, grounded, anchored. Beautiful. And then we are going to plant our left toes on the floor. You can spread them apart to allow your base to be bigger. And then draw your right knee into your chest. Good. Give it a good squeeze. And then we'll allow it to fall down to the floor, coming into a tree pose. So allow it to come to either your ankle, your shin, or your thigh. Good. Some people, if they've been practicing and have quite open hips, they can come into sort of a bound variation and grabbing hold of the big toe. Beautiful. And wherever you are, focus on that grounded balance that you had in Tadasana. Okay? Beautiful. You can bring your hands to your heart center, really hugging into the midline, pressing your thumbs into your sternum. Good. Take a deep breath here. Beautiful. Release your hands, release your foot. You can shake it out if you need to. And then place your right toes on the floor. Spread them as wide as you can. Draw your left knee into your chest. Good. And then we will again release it down towards the floor. Either keep it at the ankle or you can walk it up the leg. Again, option to take a bound variation in this pose, or you can even just keep the toe on the floor. That's okay too. Fix your gaze on something that is not moving. If you'd like to, you can grow your branches. And find that slow, deep Ujjayi breath. Beautiful. You can release the hands, release the foot. You can shake out the legs if you need to. Excellent, wonderful. And now we are going to come into Garudasana, so eagle pose. I will face you this time. So again, we're going to spread through the left toes and then pick up that right leg, bend the left knee, cross the right leg over the left. Option to keep the foot rooted to the floor. Option to tuck the toes. Important that your hips stay square here. And then pick up your left arm and bring it over top of your right. You can grab hold of the shoulders, or if it's accessible to you, you can close the palms. And now try to draw your elbows up and your palms away from you. Fix your gaze on something that's not moving and sink down a little deeper. Good. Find your Ujjayi breath. Notice the fierceness in this pose. And have courage, hug into your midline. Good, beautiful. On the inhale, we are going to come to standing, release the leg, release the arms, shake them out, do whatever you need to do. Notice the fire in that pose, take a big breath, let it go. It is said that Garuda was born cracked open from this shell in this big light, this big inferno. And it actually frightened some of the deities. And so he has this ability to make himself small. So when he needed to, he would get really small and unnoticed. Root into the right leg, draw your left knee, bend the right leg, cross the left foot over. You can touch down the left toes or tuck them behind the right leg. And inhale, we're going to lift our right arm over our left. Option to have your fingers on your shoulders, or you can cross the arms and bring the palms together. Good. Really sink down. Draw your elbows up and your palms away from you. If you begin to wobble, focus on something that's not moving. Although you may be looking at your computer or your phone, it's So if I'm moving, I may throw you off balance. Excellent. 2 more breaths. Good, inhale, uncross your legs, bring your arms all the way overhead. Release them by your side, shake it out if you need to. Beautiful pose. Excellent. And now we are going to go through a flow and come to some seated positions. So inhale, bring your arms overhead, palms together. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, step both feet back into a plank position. And we're going to hold here, so option always to bring the knees down. We'll hold for 5 breaths. Good, when you're ready, drop your knees. And we'll just send our hips back, stretch your palms forward, lower your forehead to the floor. Coming into child's pose. Take some big releasing breaths here. Good, 1 more breath. Beautiful, walk your hands towards your hips. And we'll just come to a seated position, so stretch your legs out in front of you. And option to point or flex the feet here. So inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead. We'll come into Paschimottanasana. Reach your spine tall, root your sit bones into the floor. And first, hinging from your hips, begin to come forward. And then when you can no longer keep the spine long, allow yourself to round forward. And release your head towards your legs. And take some deep, slow breaths. It is also said that Garuda has such big wings and feathers that a human being could hide in the feathers without ever being found until choosing to come out. I don't know if anyone else feels like that's how they've been living in the pandemic anyways. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, release them by your side. Beautiful. So we will now come to lying on our backs. On your back, draw your knees into your chest. Good, rock from side to side. Beautiful. And release your left leg long on the mat. And draw your right leg up towards the sky. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. If it's possible, you can grab hold of the toe or the ankle or the foot. And as you do this, as you draw the leg towards you, continue to press your left leg into the floor. Keeping those slow, deep breaths. In yoga, we train our nervous system, we train our body to adapt to stress and cope with it by entering these challenging poses where we meet the edge of our comfort zone in a safe place. And we keep working and working from this safe place. If we push too far and cause injury, we could do the opposite. So find that sweet spot. Exhale, release the leg to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Allow the foot to float to the sky. Interlace the hands behind the thigh. Option, of course, to grab hold of the toe. If it's inaccessible for you to do this stretch due to some tight muscles, it's totally okay. Just use a belt or a strap, if you have one, to loop onto the ball of your foot. And then you can really relax your shoulders and your elbows towards the floor. Beautiful. And know that by practicing with this edge and this breath, your body will benefit so many different ways, that it's not just your nervous system that's affected. It will be your immune system, your endocrine system, all of the systems, circulatory system. Exhale, release the leg to the floor. Beautiful. Drop both knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. Notice how your hip flexors feel when you do this. And then release your hands to the mat, to the floor. Allow your knees to drop to the left-hand side of your mat. And then gaze off towards the right if it's comfortable for you, coming into supine twist. Come back to those slow, deep breaths. See if you can hear your slow exhale. And see if you can relax your palms. Inhale, draw your knees back towards your chest. Exhale, allow them to come all the way to the other side. Gaze off to the opposite direction and find that slow, deep breath. Perhaps this is how eagles go to sleep. I've never seen an eagle sleeping before. Draw your knees back into your chest. Allow your hands to come to your sides. Release your legs long on the mat. And allow your feet to fall open to the sides of your mat. Your palms to be facing up. Your shoulders to really rest heavy on the floor. And then allow the natural rise and fall of the belly. Allow effortless expansion. Allow your body to integrate your practice. And see if you can soften all areas of your body. When you notice tension or holding or contraction, see if you can just let go, breathe into that space. begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, gradually circling your ankles and your wrists. Maybe moving a little bit bigger. Draw your knees into your chest, or take a big squeeze, a big stretch, whatever feels good for you. And then roll to one side. And then allow yourself to come to a seated position. You can keep your eyes closed for this if you like. When you arrive, just take a moment to check in with yourself and how you're feeling. Draw your hands to heart center, bow your chin toward your hands, and give yourself some gratitude for taking the time to practice. I hope that you feel courageous and fierce and empowered to do the right thing and shine your light in the world. Namaste.